Well, good morning. This is another video. It's been a while since I've done a video due to had an operation and what have you, so I'm feeling quite fit now, so I'm back to my normal self now. The video today is just to show that on one of the last videos I was doing a lithoplane for lithothane rather, for a project that I had. The project really started for me when I went to on a ledger tour on one of the World War II battlefields with a number of friends, and we went to some of the war cemeteries, weren't quite a few actually, but one that really did hit home was the American cemetery at Omaha. And while I was there, I got talking to an American chap, and it was actually I think it was his father that he was telling me about, that was came ashore at Omaha, and I got talking to him, and he said, I've made this visit, but obviously my father unfortunately couldn't make the visit, and he said there's a lot of family and that can't afford to make the visit over to Omaha, and a lot that's lost family members, close family members, don't have the finances to come over and do the tour. So it got me thinking, and I thought maybe there's something you could do. So I thought about it long and hard, and I came up with a little project. I've done one for myself, and I've done another one, and it's to send to a chap in America. I'm waiting for him to send me his details, postal address and everything, but it was something to remind to get a little bit of the feeling of Omaha Cemetery, the American cemetery. And well, this is what I've done. It's a lithophane, and it's in what looks like, this is mine, this is my personal copy. This is what it looks like. It looks like a book. That's just the battery compartment at the back with a little switch, as you can see. Now that is the monument at Omaha, and the monument is it's quite impressive when you see it, let alone if it doesn't bring you to tears looking at the cemetery itself, then I'm afraid you're not human. I was in tears looking at it, and looking at every grave, every cross perfectly in line, and of course it's white, and it shows nothing really now, except if you go close up to it, it shows you the carving. That's a lithophane, and I did that on the big CNC downstairs in the workshop. Now it's nothing until you actually flick a switch up. Now I don't know whether you can actually, it's trying to get it in the best light. This is mine. I wanted mine with, you can do the LEDs differently, but you can see the detail that's in there. I mean, it's hard to show up on camera because of the lights tend to bleed out the detail, but when you open it up, what you get inside is an engraved, this is laser engraved on the laser engraver. Now at the top there's a reading there, and underneath there's a reading, and that jar is sealed. and that jar contains actual sand from Omaha Beach. Now I did it because if you can't get there, that is the next best thing. That's a part of the beach. It's only a small amount of sand, and it's something for the relatives of those that have died and are still over there in the cemetery. It's a little piece for them to know that that's come from where they lost their loved ones or the family members, and that is, and that we can see let me take you to see if I can get it in close up, and that is engraved soldier running up the beach. I'll read the sayings out. You probably know some of the words because some of the words have come from great speakers. D-Day, 6th of June 1944. You are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. I have full confidence in you, your courage, devotion to duty and skill in battle. General Dwight D. Eisenhower. And underneath the capsule of sand it says, for the families of the fallen heroes, here is a small part of that place where they fell, Omaha Beach. Now that's mine. That's my personal one, and that's in like a two-tone colour, but this one's in white, and this is lit differently. That's lit round the edges, and you can see that. And it has the same inside. It's not you know, it's not, they're not difficult to make. It's a project that I felt honoured to do, and it used all what I had downstairs there in the workshop, laser cutter and CNC. I mean, the lithophane alone was cutting on because there's so much fine detail. The camera doesn't really show let's see if it can show. You can see the fine detail there. That was on about 12.5 hours on the big machine, and it just, as I say, it's close to my heart, this, and I've actually I'm on my one now for a gentleman, and that's from Sword Beach, and when I made the visit I took sand from each beach: Gold Sword, Juneau, Omaha and Utah. As I was saying, I didn't actually do this. I didn't take the sand from the beaches, really. I didn't do it for myself at the particular moment in time that I went. I did it for my father. My father didn't fight in the Normandy campaign. He actually fought in Burma, Rangoon and Asia. He was transporting supplies behind enemy lines via mules, and I felt for him that he wasn't part of that, although it was part of a different campaign. I felt I needed to get him something that he he could remember the Normandy campaign with, and he was rather touched with it. And then it just sort of stemmed from there. When I got talking to the chap in America, that there must be an awful lot of families out there that can't have a piece, just a little piece of that beach where so many lost their lives. So that's why I did the project, and as I say, I've got another one to do for a chap, but they're just nice to sit and you can, I'll try and show you, you can just, I do, switch it on, it stands up, it's like a book. You can stand it and open it, whichever you want to do. Yeah, it's felt justified. I look at the jar of sand and I think, so many lost their lives, and I wouldn't be here probably if it weren't for those chaps that lost their lives. So anyway, it was just a short video to show something that I felt I needed to put back to the families and friends of those loved ones that were lost. So anyway, till next time, I will be doing a video on the Cell Robox Jewel shortly. I'm back on my feet now, so and I'll see you again. So until next time, bye.